Good day, everyone. My name is MicheleDClark. I'm your favorite small town girl with big time dreams who God has definitely shown his grace and his mercy, and he has saved me from some life threatening things. And OMG, I'm so glad that he did because it is a magnificent Monday on purpose. Why? Because I said so, and you can too. And it's also because we are now on our Win in 10 minutes or less fundamental moments podcast. So, welcome, everyone. I see the eyeballs already starting to pop on. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started with our household customs. So welcome to the show. Welcome to Win in 10 minutes or less fundamental moments where we help you, the professional woman, to have quick and easy strategies that you can implement, life hacks, mindset hacks to help you to live. Matter of fact, to empower you, right? Help sounds so passive. To empower you to live inspired, free, and transform. All right, you all. So let's go ahead and get to our customs. First custom is, of course, if you'd like to have a per shout out, then to make sure that you put your name in the chat, whether it's here or whether it's here, wherever the chat is for you, make sure you put your name and where you're watching from in the chat. And of course, when I say where you're watching from, I don't mean Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube. Although if you are watching on Facebook and LinkedIn, make sure that you like this post, heart this post, support this post, share this post, so that way you're not the only professional woman who is winning in 10 minutes or less with our fundamental moments. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe and click the little bell so then that way you're in the know when we drop new content. Now, when I talked about where you're watching from, I actually am talking about like your city, your state, your country, your continent, your province, your county, wherever you are watching from. Make sure you put that in the chat if you'd like to have a per shout out. And again, it is not mandatory. It's just a household custom. Now, the other household custom is to make sure that you have your bottle of water locked and loaded and ready to go. Why? Because we take a break for station identification for our hydration, as you know, and I know, and we all know that in order for our bodies to work properly, in order for our minds to work properly, we have to stay hydrated. So if you are a newbie, of course, welcome to the show. And if you are a repeat supporter, then welcome back. You already know to already have your bottle of water locked and loaded and ready to go. Now, if this is new and new to you, make sure that you run and go get that water real quick. And of course, if you're watching on your phone, take it with you so you don't miss a moment. All right, you all, let's take this time right now to make sure you share this with somebody so they can win in 10 minutes or less with our fundamental moments. And of course, for us to take right now our break for station identification for our hydration. 1, 2, 3, go team. Crack up the bottle. Let's go. Oh, that is so refreshing, you all. And if you know me, you know I like my water what? Room temp. All right, you all. So I know you noticed my background, right? So of course, you know, I'm not actually outside, right? And first of all, in Michigan, it's starting to get dark. I might already be dark. Anywho's, so, but I wanted to make sure to shout out. Hold on one second. Let me see if I get that banner up and ready to go. Today, happy 313 day for Detroit, right? Today is March 13th, 313, and there's a lot of festivities going on in the city of Detroit because that is our area code. I was just thinking about a song by Ludacris. We won't be singing that though. You can think of it on your own or Google it. But at any rate, happy 313 day Detroit. So we just wanted to make sure that I changed the background in honor of 313 day. So yes, happy 313 day to all of us Detroiters and all of us, I can even say all of us Michiganders even, because I'm sure other folks in Michigan are shouting it out to Detroit, right? And metropolitan Detroit, as some people call the outskirts. So yes, I want to make sure to shout out Detroit. So, and in honor of that, you all, because, you know, I always tell you, you know, put in the chat who you're representing, you know, what's city, state, country, continent, province, you know, county, whatever. Make sure you put that in the chat so that way you can shout it out and represent your city, rep your city. Okay, that reminded me of what's his name? He talked about putting what is it? Your t-shirt like a helicopter. Okay, y'all know who that is, that little rapper, the rapper who did that. Anywho's, so Petey Pablo. There we go. Shout out to Petey Pablo, wherever you are. So, all right. Rep your city. Now, in honor of that, you all, here is our Win in 10 minutes or less fundamental moment. Let me get that banner up and ready to go. All right, you all. So, for our Win in 10 minutes or less fundamental moment, fundamental moment is represent yourself. Represent you. Represent you. What does that mean, Michelle? What do you mean by represent myself? Okay, so a lot of times we talk about repping this and repping that, rep your city, rep this, rep your company, rep blah, blah. Listen, you, when your mom or your parents or whoever said to you, you know, mind your business as elders, they meant mind yourself. You are your business. Mind you. So here, represent you. Every time we walk out the door, we're representing ourselves. Even when we're at home, we're representing ourselves at home because what you do, right, in private comes out in public. So in other words, practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes, yes, permanent. Practice makes permanent. Practice makes permanent. So when we're out there and we are representing ourselves, what we do at home, we do it in public, and we're representing ourselves everywhere we go. So we have to ask ourselves the question, how do we want to be seen? How do we want to be viewed? How do we want people to think of us? That is how we represent, how we're representing ourselves is how people, what's going to come to mind. So most people, when they think of the color yellow, they think of MicheleDClark. Those who know me, right? Because you know that I'm in some shape, form, or fashion, I have yellow on somewhere. Yellow, right? When they think of smiles, they think, oh, okay, Michelle, she's always smiling, right? And I'm not just trying to like, hey, girl, hey, Keisha, E. Newton is in the house. My co-collab person, lady is in the house. Welcome to the show. And of course, I already know that she is also representing Michigan, right? She's over on the west side, over on the east side of the state. And this is right now, we are representing the 313. What's up? Whoop, whoop. So thank you so much, Keisha, for checking in for the west side of Michigan. All right. So now she's representing the west side, right? Representing the west. Okay. Say that with peanut butter in your mouth, right? At any rate, you all, but we have to represent ourselves. And so we have to represent ourselves. Oh, so cute. Look at her. And she got to put a little green next to it. Now, I'm going to say that green is for St. Patrick's Day. I'm not going to say it's for that other school that we normally do not mention on this show unless we have to, right? Because, you know, we represent the maize and blue. That's what we do here, right? Blue and maize, whatever. So, right. So, blue and maize in the house. Let's go. I say maize and blue because I got my yellow, right? So, here's the deal. Welcome to the show. All right, look at absolutely. So, yes, representing ourselves. How do we want to be remembered? How do we want to be known? There's a real wise gentleman. His name is Sean Wright East, and he says, "Brand you, not what you do." So, brand you. That means that everywhere you go, you're branding yourself. And whether you know it or not, you're still branding yourself. Whether you're purposefully, inadvertently, or, happenstancely, or for real, meaningfully, it doesn't matter. We're always branding ourselves. So that means we're representing ourselves everywhere we go, everything that we do. Point blank, period. So if you're not purposely setting the narrative for yourself, representing yourself with that narrative that you want to put out there for people to remember you, to associate you with, then they can come up with their own conclusions. Sometimes that's good. And of course, the pendulum swings the other way. Sometimes that's not so good. Matter of fact, sometimes it's bad. Everybody has a moment, right? We know some people just recently, I know there were some things going down in the news, whatever, and we know someone who had a really good, credible career, and then in one instant, it changed. It changed. Now, of course, some people still love on that person. That's awesome. But we see that person a little bit differently, right? We all know the slap heard around the world, right? So one moment, one instant, it disrupted, Keisha, right? It disrupted our thoughts about that person because they built up who was representing them, how they represented themselves, and that's what we came to know them as. And everybody has a bad moment, if you will. So that's what I was talking about when the pendulum swings both ways. Why is it that it can take a lifetime to build up who we want to put out there as what represents us, who we are, and in an instant, it can crumble. And then we can spend the rest of our life trying to build that back up. And who knows if it'll ever reach back to that pinnacle. Don't know. But all I know is do our best to make sure that we represent us in the way that we want to be represented, the way we want to be seen, the way we want to be remembered. So you all, that is our fundamental moment, right? That is our win in 10 minutes or less fundamental moment. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure, of course, I see some more eyeballs popping on. Make sure if you'd like to have a proper shout out that you go ahead and put your name and where you are watching from in the chat. So yes, if you guys hadn't noticed, we have representing the 313 today. That's why I have the Detroit in the background. Today is March 13th. So 313, welcome 313. All of our Detroiters in the house had to represent the city. All right, you all. And that also sponsored our topic for today, and that is represent you. All right, so now something else we're going to represent you guys is this Saturday. It's going down in the V, you all. I know, right? Another thing going down in the V, Michelle? Absolutely, yes, it is. Going down in the V. Lift Nation Synergy Community. Now, if you do not know what the Synergy Community is, it is a place where we as professional women empower each other to live inspired, free, and transform. We collaborate with each other the Lift Nation Synergy Community was started. I know, right? Going down in the V, right? So Lift Nation Synergy Community was started because I kept hearing people say, oh, professional women, we can't get along. Professional women, we can't blow up. We can't glow up together. Well, guess what? Not only was Lift Nation started for that exact reason, the Synergy Community, but also you saw it happen. You saw that we collaborated, we got together, we worked together, we blew up, we glammed up, we glowed up, we did all that together. And not just Keisha and I, not just Lift Nation and New Innovations, but also all the other ladies who graced the stage, who graced the virtual stage on Saturday, the Saturday just passed. If you missed it, OMG, you missed it. Here's a consolation prize. You can go onto my Facebook page, MicheleDClark, right? That's where you can find me. That's where I reside, Facebook, LinkedIn. But go onto my Facebook page, and then you can actually catch the replay. So it started around 12. So I know, right, Keishan? Yes. So catch it while you can, because it may not be on there. I might snatch it off of there. You never know. So go ahead and catch it. But we had 12 phenomenal, dynamic women who graced the stage and told their stories, not only of how they overcame, but also how you can overcome, how you can use their strategies to overcome and connect with those ladies so that you can build up your network. Because as we know, you're either networking or not working, and your network determines your net worth. The 5 people with whom you associate, right? Those are the important folks. So I'm going to make that another topic another day, right? Because I had some information that came down the pipeline today that made that statement even more crucial and critical. So if you want to know more about that, then of course you can always hit me up at info@MicheleDClark.com. And that's one L in Michelle, because you don't need two when one does the same. Let me pull that up real quick, fast, and hurry here. I know I have it. There we go. Bada boom, bada bing. All right, info@MicheleDClark.com. And if you would like to know more about how you can be a part of the Synergy community, how you can network with other professional women and be in the room this Saturday. Now, this Saturday, I am not going to give you the bit.ly link, because you have to be a member. You have to be a member of the Synergy community in order to get that bit.ly. I know, exclusive, right? This is an exclusive country club that you do not want to be locked out of. Right? So make sure that you hit me up either at info@MicheleDClark.com. You can always DM me. I reside on Facebook and LinkedIn mostly. You can catch me on some of the other platforms, but if you really want to get at me, either info me at MicheleDClark.com. And of course, that's one L Michelle, because you don't need two when one does the same. Or you can always hit me up on Facebook, LinkedIn, and DM me. And that way you can find out more about how you can learn, how you can become a member. Let me tell you something. I'll give you a little snippet. One of the bonuses, you all, one of the bonuses that we have with the Synergy community is that we help professional women with visibility. Now, if you're a professional woman, you know that visibility is everything. It doesn't matter how good your business is. It doesn't matter how you can help people, what kind of services or products or goods, whatever you have. If nobody knows about it, it'll just be the best kept secret. Nobody will be able to use it. So we help with visibility. And one of those things is we have, you know what? I'm almost, okay. I'll give you this one thing. One of the bones that we have is a resource hub. So if you say to yourself, I would love to be a part of a living, breathing virtual hub where other like-minded people have put their businesses, where they activate their services. How can I be a part of that? How can I get into that? And also, how can I take advantage of some of the other services that are part of that? That's one of the features that we have with our Synergy community. I'm going to be dropping, every week I'm going to drop just a little bit of nugget about what the Synergy community is. So if you want to be a part of that, if you want to know more about that, then definitely make sure you hit me up, info@MicheleDClark.com, right? And that's one L Michelle, because you only need two and one does the same. So this Saturday, we're having Lift Nation Synergy Community at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you will not get the bit.ly because you have to be a Synergy Community member, right? So hit me up for that, you all. All right, that is it. That's my story of sticking to it. You all always find a way to extract a few extra minutes from me. But we did get finished with our winning 10 minutes or less in less than 10 minutes. Now we were just doing the what's happening next. So you will also be on the lookout, because tomorrow I'm going to drop something on our Tuesday Talks with Ms. Clark, LMSW, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Happens tomorrow. So make sure that you're here. So then that way you'll be in the know. You'll know what happened instead of wondering what happened. So I'm going to make an announcement tomorrow about something that's going down in the very, very near future. Not just this Saturday, but it's coming up. So you want to be a part of that. You want to know what happened. All right, you all. Any last minute people who want to shout out their city, their state, their country, their continent, their county, their providence, go ahead and do it right now, because we are about to close this puppy out. So if you want to rep your city, Petey Pablo, if you want to do that, then go ahead and put it in the chat. Other than that, let me take a quick break for station identification for my hydration to give you all a moment if you want to do that. Hold on one second, you all. Refreshing. And those of y'all who know me, how to like my water? Yes, room temp. All right, you all. So that's my story sticking to it, you all. I'm done. I'm out of here. So all of us Detroiters, all the people all around the world who are from Detroit, who may not still reside in the city, but still who represent or have some kind of love for the city, then guess what? Today is 313, 313 day. So that's why I have this background. So all right, you all. I love you to life. Love you, Detroit. My name is MicheleDClark, and I am the mindset management coach for professional women with Lift Nation, where we empower you, the professional woman, to live inspired, free, and transform. Take care. God bless. And I will see you all tomorrow evening, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for our Tuesday Talks with Miss Clark, LMSW, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take care. God bless.